I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Lokesh Kashikar of Yes Securities. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to the Q1 FY21 earnings con call of NBCC India Limited. We have with us Mr. P.K. Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Rajendra Chaudhary, Director Commercial, Mr. Nilesh Kumar Shah, Director Projects, Mrs. B.K. Sokhi, Director Finance, and Mr. Pradeep Sharma, GM Engineering. We would start the call with the opening remarks from the management, followed by the Q&A session. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our total income during quarter one has been much lower than earlier years. So practically, there was a lockdown. The total income has been rupees 477 crore. But still, we have been able to maintain marginal profit and pay all our salaries and all other things. April and May were practically washed out. Very little progress, and June we had started the work. But after June, the work has picked up. Labor has started coming back to the site, and we hope that next quarter will be much better than the first quarter. Total order book as of now stands to close to 70,000 crore rupees. About half is PMC project and half is redevelopment project. We have started Amrapali project in a big way during this period. We have awarded 19 tenders, and work on 2 projects have already been finished during the last year, and work on 17 projects is going on. And this covers total 30,000 houses. The balance tenders of Amrapali is also under tendering, except 2 projects of Heartbeat 1 and Heartbeat 2, for which orders from Supreme Court receiver are yet to be obtained. So that will constitute, this pending tenders will constitute about 16,000 houses. So the Amrapali has been a big achievement during the last quarter. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So, this is all about opening remarks.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Rohit Natarajan from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for this opportunity. Sir, if I understand, currently the PMC project, can you talk something on the labor availability? How much quantum of work is going on? How much we are planning to award in this particular year to contractors?
Currently, we have around 34,000 number of labor on all our sites. This is about 60% of the total requirement that we have. But labor is increasing day by day, and it's coming back. So by I think mid of October, we should have full quorum of labor, or at least 80 to 80%. As far as tenders are concerned, we plan to award another 5,000 to 6,000 crore worth of tenders during the current financial year. Around 4,600 crore worth of tenders we have already awarded during the financial year. So the total figure will be close to 10,000 at the end of financial year. Majority of this is Amrapali project, and certain other projects like IIM Visakhapatnam, CCL Ranchi, and Election Commission building. These works are also to be awarded.
Sir, out of the 70,000 order backlog that we have, what is the proportion in which the work is currently going on? What is the quantum of orders that where we are currently working on?
Total value of work which is underway is 16,500 crore. That is work of awarded tender minus the executed. It's 16,500 crore.
And by the end of this fiscal, what is that number expected to be?
It will increase by 7,000-8,000 hopefully. So it should be close to 25,000.
Okay. Sir, what about the guidance that you gave in the initial year, part of the year that you were talking about 20% kind of guidance, but would that be possible at this current situation?
Look, that seems difficult with the pandemic coming. The 20% increase seems difficult. Because we expected that corona will go away, but it doesn't seem to be going. So the works are affected, so that type of increase is not possible.
Okay, sir. On Amrapali project, if I may have to ask you something on the finances part. I understand the current tie-up that we have with SBI and other such things. I mean, that number really doesn't gel up to all the way to 82 billion kind of number that you want to execute the complete project. So how are we, stage-wise, can you explain how much will be awarded in this year, how much could be awarded next year, and what will be the sources of finance?
We plan to award all the tenders during the current financial year. Source of funding is that around 4,000 crore rupees are to come from the home buyer. And Supreme Court has issued the details of installments by which the home buyers are supposed to deposit the money to court receiver. And another big step taken by Supreme Court is that all the accounts of home buyers which were NPA, loan accounts with various banks. So Supreme Court has ordered that NPA tag should be removed and banks should give the loan to home buyers. So that process has already started. So we hope that this full amount of money will come in installments. And around 2,000 crore is to come from the unsold inventory. Once the construction picks up, then we'll be able to sell the unsold inventory, and that money will also come. Temporarily, some loan is being tied up with the SBI gap and other banks to bridge over this time gap. So I hope money will not be a problem. To start with, we have got the funds from Supreme Court, and our projects are going to whatever work we have awarded.
Sir, lastly, if I may squeeze in one more question, that is more on JP acquisition. What is the progress over there?
The case is in Supreme Court. There were a number of appeals against the resolution plan and the decision taken by NCLT. So appeals were filed in NCLAT, and now Supreme Court has taken all these appeals to themselves, and the decision is likely to come shortly. 2-3 hearings have already taken place.
Okay, so you expect in this particular quarter, maybe by before September, or in the next quarter you expect?
Maybe October. All depends on the Supreme Court. But since all the appeals have been taken together by Supreme Court, at least one step of NCLT is now over. So we expect that the results will come out soon.
Sure. That's it from my side, sir. Should there be other questions, I'll get back into queue.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of Himanshu Shah from Potentialities Ultimate. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. I had a question. Last quarter you said that if the redevelopment projects are awarded, our tendering will go all the way up to 46,000 crores. But what is the scene on that side? Hello?
You see, he told that yes, tendering will go up to 46,000 crore once all the statutory approvals are, given. So we are in the process of getting the approvals. Only few approvals are pending. I mean, they are in process, not pending, rather. And maybe another 2 months or 3 months, we may get all these approvals. And we are ready with the tender documents, and it will be immediately tendered during this financial year, subject to, as early as we get approval.
So money is not a problem in that case?
You see, this development is self-sustainable. We will be selling some of the built-up spaces, and from there we will be generating money, and with that money we will construct the rest of the thing.
But sir, are we able to sell, because we have been postponing auctions for a few times, last few times?
You can very well understand during this COVID.
Yes, I understand. Yes.
Yeah. So we are aggressively trying, because this is the main crux of the redevelopment project. You know, the more we are successful in selling our built-up space, the project will.
Sir, my question only comes because you said this fiscal we are only going to do 25,000 crores or some order, so tendering. So that question in relation to that. Sir, just one more question on the labor front. Last annual report shows that we have 1,900 people on the payroll for the company. And we have the employee benefit of 330 crores. This is about the last entire year. So the average salary comes to about, say, 19 lakh rupees. That comes from everybody from top to bottom. Sir, I fail to understand the quantum of salary, because then 5,000-6,000 crores of turnover will only go to salaries. So can you enlighten on that?
Your question is not clear. Director of Finance here.
Yeah, ma'am.
Could you repeat your question?
Yeah, ma'am. My question is, we have last year given out 330 crores towards employee benefits. Okay, and every quarter the salary is roughly in the region of 60 crores.
Yes.
So basically the difference is that 90 crores, maybe with something that I'm missing out on that front. And even if I take that amount, 330 crores, if I divide it by the 1,900 people that we have on our payroll, according to the last annual report.
Actually, I just would like to clear here, you are talking about the consolidated salary part, right?
Yes, the consolidated salary.
No. As regards the NBCC, it is more or less constant. Rather, it is now on the reducing side, as the people are now superannuating and we are not enrolling currently the further manpower. So
okay,
it remains on NBCC side, you have seen that it is approximately 60 crores per quarter, right?
Per quarter, yes.
It will remain constant during this period, rather slowly will go down.
But madam, even that figure comes to like 240 crores for the entire year.
Yes.
Yeah, which is like almost like if you do a 5,000 crore turnover, and if you have a 7% OPM margin, which you said in the last quarter, you just have the first 5,000 crores going towards the employees, isn't it?
Yes, you are very correctly noticed this. Bilkul, yes, that is the break even for us to achieve that, to reach out our salary part.
But madam, if you take the number of employees on the payroll, which is like 1,900 or something.
Am I right? It is not 1,900. It is now like 1,600 on NBCC's role.
Yeah, so if you even divide 1,600 by say 240 crores, your average salary exceeds like 17-18 lakhs per person. Which I fail to understand from the peon to all the way to the top, because what I understand is that even the CMD of SBI, Mr. Rajneesh Kumar, had a salary of 30 lakhs.
The salary structure in the PSU is decided by the Department of Public Enterprises, and it is made applicable on the CPSEs on the same pattern, and there is no deviation from that. So maybe you are taking out the average salary, no?
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, there are scales according to which the salaries of each and every employee and cadre-wise is set out.
Madam, what do you think? How much overstaffed we are? Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt, but for any follow-up, request you to rejoin the queue, please.
Okay.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of Ankur Devre from Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I have two questions. One is on the Nauroji Nagar project. During the last call, you had said that in July, you had sold property of around 500 crores. And till then, the total property sale for that project was around 2,500 crores. So if you could give some update as what has been sold after that and on-ground execution, if it has picked up anything on that particular project. And my second question is on Netaji and Sarojini Nagar. Last time you had updated that all approvals for the revised design were also in place. The only one remaining was forest clearance from the Delhi government. So if you could tell us what is the status on that. Thank you so much, sir. Those are my two questions.
You see, yes, we have sold till date 2,500 crores in Nauroji Nagar, and we are continuously making attempts. And there are few government agencies as well as other who are interested in buying the properties. So we are in the process of continuous, auction, so as to get through the sale. Now, as far as the Sarojini Nagar and Netaji Nagar, yes, forest is still pending. The reason being they were making some separate changes in their forest act or something like that. So we are every day pursuing the matter with Delhi government, and we hope to get it soon.
Thank you, sir. Just a follow-up question. The 2,500 has been sold out of 12,000, right? So the total potential there?
Yeah, Nauroji Nagar is 12,000 crores, and out of that we have so far sold 2,500 crores.
And sir, in terms of on-ground execution, you had said that it had started on the last call. It had just started at around 180 about 4. Is it ongoing right now, or?
It is full-fledgedly going on, and right now we have around 1,500 laborers, 1,200 working in day and 300 working during night.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vinod Modi from Reliance Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Sorry, I joined a little bit late if my question is repeated. So just wanted to understand the mobilization of labor. Last time you said you could mobilize around 18,000 laborers till first quarter out of your almost more than 40,000 of pre-COVID. So what is the status as of now, sir, if you can broadly guide me?
We have around 34,000 laborers on our side as of date.
34,000?
Yes.
Okay, so essentially we can say we are almost at 80%, 85% of our pre-COVID level.
No, 60-65% of the requirement. We are comparing with the total requirement. So we are around 60-65%.
Okay, so by October end we may be 85% plus or maybe 90%.
Yes.
And about the order book profile, sir, we understand that around 70,000 odd crore at standalone level you had said in the previous quarter. Considering low execution, and I think order inflow during the quarter would have been, it's not that much. So can we essentially say the order book more or less remains same as of now, or if there is any sort of change?
Order book has changed.
Practically, it remains the same. We have got some more orders, but more or less in that range only.
So it's more or less at a similar range, right? Hello?
Yes.
And sir, just wanted to understand, last time you said only 13,000 crore of order out of the 70,000 crore were under execution. What is the status as of now? How much of order is under execution? And how much do you expect still to award in coming months, if you can?
Ongoing works are 16,500 crores, and we are going to award another 6,000-7,000 crores.
Okay, 6,000-7,000 crores for this entire fiscal. For this entire fiscal, 6,700,000 crore you are saying for entire fiscal, sir, or for this particular quarter?
Entire fiscal. It can be even more. Depends. It's too early to say, but minimum around this value will be awarded.
Okay. And sir, would there be any sort of change in your guidance now? You had last time guided around 6,000 kind of top line, almost 25% growth. Right. So is there any sort of change after this, sort of, very
I think that kind of growth will be difficult to maintain because the pandemic is still on. So difficult to guess, but that kind of growth will be difficult.
So would you be able to give any sort of guidance today as per current status?
We should be able to do more than the last year. In spite of pandemic, we should be able to do more than last year.
Okay, that's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parvez Akhtar from Edelweiss Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. Sir, two questions from my side. What would be our current cash and bank balance at the consolidated level? And from that, how much would be our own money and how much would be customer advances?
Total cash and bank balance on consolidated basis is around 5,000 crores.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but request you to speak a little closer to the device, please. Your voice is not audible.
We have 5,000 crores of cash and bank balance on consolidated basis in our group, and approximately 500 crores pertains to our own funds, including our subsidiaries. And the amount of client balance is around approximately 4,500 crores. Right? And anything else you would like to know?
That's it, ma'am. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of Sagar Parekh from One Up Finance. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for taking my question, sir. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, please carry on.
Yeah, so my first question is on the status of the redevelopment projects for railway stations, Gomti Nagar and Charbagh. What is the status of these two projects, and are we going to award any more railway station redevelopment projects in the current financial year?
No, the Charbagh project is no more with us. There was some change in planning, so we are not doing Charbagh. Gomti Nagar is on, but we don't plan to do any more railway station projects in the current financial year.
Okay, so Gomti Nagar, I believe that the construction work is going on very slowly. So what is basically stopping us from, ramping up the project?
The problems are the sales during pandemic. The sales have been very low. We have not been able to sell the property. That is one of the major reasons.
So when do we expect this project to ramp up significantly for us?
You see, we are going cautiously in Gomti Nagar because entire real estate sector, is having a severe downtrend. This thing. So we are doing construction, but at the same time we are trying to sell so that we get the money generated through sale and construction.
Okay. And my last question would be on the guidance that you just mentioned of, you would be able to do better than last year in terms of top line. So let's say a consolidated top line for last FY20 was about 8,000 odd crores. So when we say more than that, so we are talking about console level, right? So if I just reduce the 677 crores of top line for Q1, we are talking about at least 7,300 crores of top line for the remaining 9 months. So do you think that is achievable, considering the pandemic is still on? So, just a broad suggestion that ideally shareholders would be happy if you underpromise and over-deliver rather than, constantly giving guidances and then not, working on, not achieving the set guidance.
We'll be able to achieve the level of last year in spite of pandemic. So 8,500 crore.
So 8,000 crore, right? 8,000 crore should be the number.
8,500.
And in terms of margins, sir, any guidance on the margins? Because I believe now the new orders are coming at lower margins as far as PMC is concerned. So what kind of margin should we expect now for the console level for us?
Beta will remain in the range of 1 to 1.5%.
Okay, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sunil Bansal, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I am a retail investor for long time in NBCC and have seen my wealth growing. I just want to know what is the outlook for the company in long term. And second question is, earlier we used to have a presentation from the NBCC management. From 2018, that has been stopped for the shareholder. At least we used to get some idea what is happening.
Can you please repeat? Your voice is not clear.
Mr. Bansal, can you take the phone off speaker, please?
Yes, sure. Sir, I am an individual investor for a long time and I have seen my wealth erosion. My question is, I want to know what is the outlook for the company in long term. And second question is, earlier we used to have a monthly presentation from the NBCC, what is happening in the company. I think from 2018 it has been stopped. So we request you that those presentations are useful to the shareholders.
Outlook is very strong. Unfortunately for the pandemic, we would have started many more work. One of the major projects that is likely to come is JP and other redevelopment projects. AIIMS redevelopment projects also we have started, West Ansari Nagar, and Ayurveda Nagar is also likely to start. And if the redevelopment projects also start, so we are waiting for the effect of pandemic to be over. So the future is quite strong, but our major focus would be on redevelopment projects.
Thank you, sir, for your assurance. Thank you, sir, for your assurance. I will continue to be investor.
Thank you.
The second question regarding presentation that we used to have, up to 2018, but it has been stopped. Quarterly presentation from the company's outlook, etc.
We are thinking of starting that again. There was some changes in the top management. That could have been the reason, but we are going to start it again. Maybe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rohit Natarajan from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
So thank you for this follow-up. So my question,
Mr. Natarajan, can you speak closer to the handset, please?
Yeah. So is it now audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So my question is more to do more systemic in nature. That is, these redevelopment projects were part of Master Plan of Delhi 2021, and now government is already thinking about unveiling Master Plan of Delhi 2041. Is there a possibility that some of these projects could probably be, considered in MPD 2041, or is there any changes, any ideas that has been talked about by government through you?
You see, they have initiated the process of making MPD 2041, and it is a very lengthy process. Our project most probably will get sanctioned in MPD 2021.
So for MPT 2021, the deadline, what is exactly, is there any such deadlines that they have to strictly adhere to, or is it like something long-term in nature?
You see, so far as as far as MPD 2021 is concerned, till the 2041 doesn't come, this will remain. because we submit all our plans to various statutory bodies, and whatever is applicable, accordingly they sanction it.
Okay. Sir, just one question on the JP part. One is that the monetization, the bankers part, how do you plan to extinguish the debt? Does that include the selling of the road asset, and or if not, would you be taking up debt in that particular SPV? Is there some financial thoughts that you have given at this point in time?
See, if you go through the resolution plan, our resolution plan consists everything in detail.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rachit Kamath from Anand Rathi Share and Stock Brokers. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity. First of all, I want to know the standalone cash balance that we have on our books now.
Yes.
Hello, can you repeat your question, please?
Ma'am, I wanted to understand the standalone cash that we have, that is NBCC's money and then the subsidies money.
On standalone basis, we are having a cash and bank balance of 1,600 crores, and in consolidated, it is 5,000 crores.
Correct.
And 500 crores is approximately of our own for a group as a whole.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, no, I got it. Ma'am, my next question is basically I was kind of confused. So we had said in the beginning of the call that we are targeting to end up around 25,000 crores kind of a projects under execution by end of this year. But then we are planning to only award additional projects of only around 6,000 to 7,000 odd crores. Now, given the fact I think we are at around 16,000 odd crores, what's the exact number? Like, there's a mismatch of around 2,000 odd crores, 2,000 odd crores.
Your voice is not very clear. It's some cracking somewhere. You please ask this question from Krishna.
If you can call me or you can contact me on my investor ID.
Sure. I have one last question regarding this Nauroji Nagar project. What kind of revenues are you expecting to be booked over there in this year?
What kind of
execution are you looking at from the Nauroji Nagar project in this year? Given the fact that is the only Delhi redevelopment project that is underway for us, and that also happens to be the largest project.
Are you asking turnover from Nauroji Nagar?
Yeah, like what kind of contribution are you expecting over there?
Nauroji Nagar is more. Nauroji Nagar, we may touch 700 crores, 600.
Okay. Okay. Sure. My last question is regarding on the standalone entity. What kind of revenues are we expecting? Will it be around 5,000 crores?
Standalone, more than 5,000 crores.
Sure. But then, given the fact that we only had around 430 odd crores in this quarter, it kind of works out to almost 1,600 crores kind of a run rate for the balance 3 quarters.
I think your voice is not audible. Either you can join later, or maybe you can call me. I'm sorry, your voice is not audible.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of Himanshu Shah from Potentialities Ultimate. Please go ahead.
Now I'm back again, and I just wanted to know how overstaffed we are. That was my question. We left it. Like, what kind of staff reduction that is possible, within this setup because of the high labor costs that we have. Hello.
You see, we have an order book of 70,000 crores.
Correct.
Right now, we are not looking into staff reduction.
Okay, we are not. Okay, fine. So one more question about the labor ministry. We have some 400 plus 100 crores with the labor ministry that we were supposed to receive. For last 3 years, I've been asking this question, and it was always in the process. Where have we reached is there some arbitration there or something going on with that?
Yeah, you are talking about USIC project with the Labour Ministry.
Yes.
So, yeah. So we have around 8-9 hospitals all over India, and those hospital projects are, for last 8-10 years are in progress actually. Because of the various regions, there are problems and it's not greenfield sites for the hospital or a running hospital. So now, except 2 hospitals, we have completed all major 7 hospitals all over India. So now it is under process. In fact, finalization is under process because the hospitals were not completed. So client was first willing to complete the work, and then now they have taken up our claims. Like lot of deviation is there. These projects are different type of projects where NBCC is only a contractor, and not PMC is having clients, is having his own PMC and consultancy.
Okay, fine.
So hopefully we had a high level meeting also, represented at the level of Secretary Labour and Labour Minister, and now gradually it has it is in process, and we hope to realize soon.
Okay. About the hospitals, because of the pandemic, do you think is there any thrust by the government that they could award a lot of hospitals or something like that to companies, like ours?
Yeah, definitely a lot of, because we are now some new hospitals are in pipeline in Rajasthan. So we hope to get some new projects of hospital in Rajasthan. And recently we have got one project in Himachal Pradesh also, in Chamba, which we have already started. Now we have awarded that work. Plus another advantage is these old hospitals which are being not taken over by the clients. So some 2-3 big hospitals they have taken over and they have converted into COVID hospitals. So of course lot of trust is there from government.
Sir, one question about JP. As a company like NBCC, at the end of the road, what will be left with NBCC out of acquiring JP? A rough figure, a rough ballpark figure.
Yeah, you see, if you it will be once we acquire JP, it will give a business for another 10 years with the land available. And
So, but we must have done some analysis of numbers. Like if you're putting X amount over a period of 10 years, then you will be left with some amount. So have we?
You see, certain things. We will answer this question after acquisition.
After acquisition, okay, sir. And how much money we are putting?
So let us come to this, no? So lots of detail to be given.
Correct, sir. Sir, out of our own money, we will be investing into JP some money, right? Acquiring their equity capital. What is that initial sum?
You see, up to 125 crores.
125 crores.
And these all things are available in resolution plan.
But sir, 125 crore will give us what percentage of shares? Hello?
What percentage of shares? 100%.
100% in 125. Okay.
100% our company, fully owned subsidiary of NBCC.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, due to time constraint, that was the last question. I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Thank you so much for joining. If you guys have any issue or any queries, you can call Investor Relations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Yes Securities Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you all for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.